So yeah, just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure. Well, my name is Alexis Normand. I'm a francophone jazz folk singer-songwriter. I perform bilingually. Most of my music is in French, but I can perform bilingual shows, and I've been doing it for the past few years. I released a mini album in 2010, and I just released my first full-length album in January of 2013, and it's been nominated for a few awards. And I was asked to sing the national anthem during the Memorial Cup on Saturday and on Tuesday, and of course, well, Saturday didn't turn out so well.
Right. So with the selection process, do you sign up to sing? Is it invitational based? How does that kind of work?
I was called. Someone recommended me, and the organizer, I think he's a volunteer, he gave me a call and asked if I was available, and I said yes. And so then they scheduled me for the Saturday night and last Tuesday as well. And originally I was scheduled just to perform the Canadian anthem, the bilingual version of it.
Right. And how did you do the American anthem? Did someone drop out?
No, I don't know how it happened. I don't know what happened on the organization end. I was called the morning of to see if I could do it, and I thought, sure, I knew half of it. I knew the melody. I knew at least half the lyrics. There's just a couple lines that I wasn't sure about. And I spent the day learning it, and I said yes because I'm a quick study.
Right.
And I really believe that, I was confident. I had the confidence to do it. And but I went out there, and really my nerves just got the best of me. Yeah.
Definitely. So when you started singing, you started off well, and then when you got to the point where the nerves finally hit you and you stopped, what was it like to have the mostly Canadian crowd start singing for you?
Oh, that was really amazing. I mean, so I stumbled on at the end of the second line, and that's when I took a pause, and that's when I started swearing at myself, and I smiled, but I was so embarrassed, and so I took a deep breath and kept going, and then, yeah, when the crowd of mostly Canadians started chiming in, I thought, wow, it's really a crazy gesture when you think about it, a bunch of mostly Canadian crowd singing the national anthem for the opposing team.
Right.
And so I felt kind of like, okay, at least they're there to help me and support me and get me through it, and they really did, and I was able to remember the last couple lines and continue on.
Yeah.
And it crossed my mind to leave at one point, but I thought, well, I have another anthem to sing after this one. I have to sing the Canadian anthem too. It would be far more difficult, I think, to leave and then come back on. So I just decided to stick it through, and the crowd, of course, confirmed that decision. Like, no, we'll help you out. We'll help you get through this, and it's okay.
So how did the Canadian anthem go? Perfect?
Oh, it was fine. Yeah. I was a little rattled, obviously, but, I don't know, I just took a brief second before and took a deep breath and just went with it.
Right, because I've been trying to find videos of the Canadian anthem, but I can't. There's not much out there.
No, there isn't. Well, not anyway for that night. I mean, I was scheduled, like I said, again to sing the Canadian anthem on the Tuesday, and that one's a little bit everywhere. But yeah, I know they just took the American one, and that's on YouTube.
Yeah. So that brings me to my next question. The videos on YouTube have gotten probably over 1 million hits by now. How have you kind of handled that newfound fame, so to speak?
I'm not sure yet. It's been a very overwhelming week, and it's really surreal. It's really crazy that's happened, and of course, I'm very sorry that it did. It was a mistake, and I know that it did insult a lot of people, and people felt very disrespected by that mistake. But the fact that there's been so many views, and that's just on YouTube. I mean, it's been played on many networks in the United States. It's been played on different TV shows in Canada. I mean, a lot of people have seen this video, and yeah, I don't know. But thankfully, there's a lot of people out there too that realize that there's more than just that video out there of me, and I perform music that's decent, and I've gotten a few new fans, and mostly a lot of support too. I mean, people have been writing me emails and just Facebook messages and tweets being like, listen, we understand it was a mistake. And hey, if it wouldn't have happened, I wouldn't have discovered your music.
Right.
So, there's a bit of a silver lining in all that, but it still remains a mistake. And I'm also trying to take it in stride. It's not a mistake that that will define me.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, it's not a great thing to have in my experience, I guess. Well, I mean, I learned a lot from this experience, but you move on, you move forward.
Yeah, you have to brush it off at the end of the day.
Yeah, and I had other commitments that week. I performed 3-4 other times. Wow. You know, I had a show on Friday with my trio. So, you know, life goes on, and you learn from it and pick up your socks and keep going.
Definitely. So that if you were to be asked to do it again, the American anthem, would you do it?
Yeah, I would. And I told the organizers, you know, because the hockey tournament is there's one American team and the rest of them are all Canadian. And so I said, well, if you need someone, you know, I know it. And I performed it since. I think last Monday morning I did an interview with Inside Report, a TV show from New York City, and they asked me to sing it. So I sang it, you know, it really, like, I know the song, I know the lyrics. I just my nerves got the best of me.
Right. So when you were finally done the anthems and you were walking out, did you immediately leave the building? Did you stay? Did people talk to you when you were walking out? How did that go?
Well, I left, and there were the flag bearers that were there, the veterans, and, you know, they said, don't worry, it's okay. They tried to kind of cheer me up, but I was so embarrassed. And a couple of the organizers came down to see me and said, you know what, the crowd was with you, it's okay. It might, you know, it was an okay way to start the game. No, but I left pretty shortly after that. I couldn't bear staying there any longer, and you know, by the time I left and drove home, you know, maybe there had been half an hour, and then I saw it was already on Twitter. The video was out there, and I thought, okay, I've got to, you know, I'm embarrassed and I have to apologize, and so I did within the hour, you know, on Twitter and Facebook.
Just a quick general question. Do you have a favorite hockey team?
Oh, well, I don't know. I have a soft spot for the Montreal Canadiens, really? I have to say. Yeah, I don't know. But I don't follow it that closely. You know, every now and then I do enjoy watching a hockey game or a Rough Rider game in football. But no, I'm not like an avid sports fan, but I do enjoy the occasional game.
That's perfect. And then last question is, going forward, you obviously just released your new album. Do you have any bigger plans for the future that you want to just quickly say?
Well, right now my schedule's sort of slowing down in terms of touring. I'm prepping for an Eastern Canadian tour this fall. And I'm thinking about releasing something in English over the summer or in the next year for sure. So, yeah, just keep on keeping on.
Yeah, definitely. So, yeah, we plan on putting both your album, your Twitter, onto the video that we're going to make, and we'll send it to your PR person. And if you want to look at it, you can go ahead and do that. So I think that's it.
Awesome.
Thank you for your time, and good luck in your future endeavors.
Oh, thanks very much for taking the time to talk.
Thank you.
Take care.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
I'm going fishing.